There's an American island where Japanese culture is everywhere. This is Hawaii, America's island paradise in the Pacific. It's unique because it's the only US state made entirely of islands, and geographically it's closer to Japan than the mainland United States. That's why the connection with Japan through history, people, and tourism is so strong here. Hey guys, how you doing? I'm Takashi. So today I came to Hawaii, the United States, to interview Japanese locals living here. What it's like to live in Hawaii for Japanese people. Okay, let's get started. Please introduce yourself.
I'm Yuto Kubota. I'm working at Gyoza Studio Kubota as a chef and owner.
How long you live in Hawaii?
2.5 years. Almost 3 years.
Hi, my name is Hibari. I'm originally from Nagasaki, Japan. I moved to Hawaii when I was 18 to attend the college, and I'm currently working at a Japanese company as a customer service representative.
My name is Kuri. I'm from Chigasaki, Japan. I live in Hawaii for 8 years now.
My name is Nick Kaneda.
Tomoko Kaneda.
Aidana.
And you guys live here, Hawaii.
Yes, I was born and raised in Hawaii. I'm third generation Sansei, raised in Hawaii, and then I met my wife here.
So you're Japanese from Hawaii, and you're Japanese from Japan. What made you decide to study abroad in Hawaii?
So I've always loved Disney Channel when I was a kid. So I was so interested in learning English since I was a kid. And I was doing volunteer activity when I was in high school.
Yeah.
And I made a connection for a teacher in Hawaii. So he recommended me to come to Hawaii. I started college and graduated recently, and I'm working under the OPT program, which is international student can work for a year after your graduation.
It was hula. I started hula when I was 8, 7. It was always my dream to move to Hawaii. I visited Hawaii when I was 5. That was the first time I actually watched hula in Hawaii. There's a lot of hula school in Chigasaki area. It's popular. So
Chigasaki City, which is like the beach vibe area, right? So that's why you had more
yeah, it's a similar vibe.
I see.
Yeah.
Just to travel 10 days,
Just travel 10 days. Now, how long are you here?
10 years.
So 10 days became 10 years.
Yeah.
What's the reason?
We meet at the
Surfing.
surfing.
Yeah.
でも last day.
Last day.
10 day no.
Fishing is miskita.
And then you talked. Oh.
No, I was surfing, she's surfing, and then we a little bit talking to each other, and then I say, oh, line exchange, and then started talking, and then
you came back.
来た。
yeah, I went.
You visited Japan.
I visited her, and then she came to visit me, and then we had a relationship. We started, and then
I see.
I'm married 10 years later. Look at that.
Just 3 times we met and then proposed with me.
I wanted to move to the US when I was a child. And then I started to work at the restaurant in Osaka, and then I had a chance to come to Hawaii. So I decided to move to Hawaii.
How do you describe your life in Hawaii?
Being born in Hawaii, and I mean, we still hold a lot of the old Japanese traditions because from my great-grandparents and my grandparents' time coming to Hawaii, they held a lot of the old Japanese traditions.
Yes.
So our family, we still kind of do the same things that even when I go to Japan, I'm still amazed that we hold on to a lot of the same family traditions.
At the time, coming to Hawaii is a very long time ago. So it's just the culture is stopped over there.
After the war, all the Japanese that came to Hawaii for farming, they kind of got stuck here. So everything from that generation stayed here on this island. But Japan kept on changing as the years gone by. But in Hawaii, we just stayed the same. Even when she first met my grandma, and my grandma, they were speaking Japanese, but my grandma was speaking old style Japanese, to you. And she was mentioning, she's like, some of the words she hasn't heard before because it's so old.
People here are so nice and very sweet. So it was easy to adjust.
Do you think living here in Hawaii because of the sunlight and because of the weather, do you think it helps your like mental health?
Yeah, I definitely think so. I was really not like happy when I was in Japan. So when I moved to here, I feel like I'm a completely different person.
Even though it's expensive, but basically you're paying like for the sunlight and the weather here.
Right now, I don't work that much, but I usually work 5 days, and then I have hula every week, and then weekends gonna be like there's hula shows, performance, and stuff. People are loving, and I'm in love with the culture. That's why.
Do you think it's hard to start your own business in Hawaii compared to Japan, or like what do you think about it?
Hawaii's everything is so expensive, so I think it's kind of harder than Japan. Everything, yeah. But like there are not a lot of restaurants in here, so and even Japanese food. So I think, yeah, it was a good choice though. Yeah.
When you came to Hawaii from Japan 3 years ago, what was the culture shock you had experienced?
So I think so many strangers talked to me friendly. It was so like I'm not talking, like I was so shocked. And also like yesterday I went to a restaurant and one of the server winked at me. I'm like it never happened in Japan. So that's one thing I was like very shocked.
Did you get used to it now? So-
No.
Not really. You still.
I feel like I'm so Japanese that like it's harder to like get used to it.
What about your friends here? Do you have more like Japanese friends or like my American friends, or like, what's your friendship here?
I have both though. My generation's like almost local peoples, but like older than me, they're working like Japanese restaurants. So like they're like my senpai.
I would say 50-50.
That's good. I
Yeah.
think because you went to school here, I think that's also.
Yeah, I've been to school. Yeah, I went to school here, and then my hula people, they're mostly from here, local. So my community is 50-50. So it depends on who you hang out with.
Right.
Yeah.
My closest friend is from Germany. I'm very close to her. But recently I started working in a Japanese company, so I have more Japanese friends.
Nice.
Asian is the most popularity in Hawaii. Of course, there's a Hawaiian, Samoan, not many European here. The people who come from Europe is more like exchange student or like visitor.
In Hawaii, I met Japanese who spoke great English, but in Japan, that's rare. So learning Japanese makes life much easier when you visit or live there. So how can you start? One of the best way is with a private tutor, and that's where Preply comes in. They have over 2,500 Japanese tutors, and you can search by price, schedule, or focus, like conversation, business, or even the JLPT. And it's not just my opinion. Studies show tutoring helps you learn more than studying alone or in large groups. Plus, tutoring doesn't just improve scores, it actually speeds up how fast you learn. One report even found that intensive tutoring can double or triple what students learn in a year compared to standard classrooms. With Preply, you can find a tutor who helps you learn faster and more effectively. And you can even get 50% off your first lesson at Preply by clicking the in the description below. Okay, let's get back to interviews. You mentioned you went to LA before, right? Like even though it's in America, but Hawaii and LA, how did you find difference?
Hawaiian people is so kind. Like everyone is so nice. They like Japanese people, so they're so nice. But like LA is like not mean though. Like
Not friendly. Like,
like that. Yeah.
But why do you think like Hawaiian people are so nice? Like in general, like I noticed as well. Like
A lot of Japanese people is living here. Yeah. That's why like they can understand like Asian culture, like Japanese cultures. I think
more
that's-
respectful to Japanese or Asian culture.
Yeah, I think so.
I visited San Francisco, but because my brother graduated from San Francisco University. I think people here in Hawaii are more sweet and more understandable in like Japanese culture because there's so many like Japanese American.
You see so many Japanese people, especially like Waikiki in central area. But you also see like Japanese people living here as well.
I would say Hawaii is very diverse compared to other states. A lot of Asians here, Japanese here. That's
Indigenous people as well, I guess.
yeah.
What's the community like here? The Japanese community, like living here. What's the?
There's so many Japanese, especially like the Japanese woman living in like American guy. So many Japanese came to Hawaii like long time ago.
僕の知ってる人はまあ同業のレストラン、飲食店やられてる方とか、あとは学生 の子とか大学生の子とか、あとはアメリカ人と結婚してこっちに住んでる方とか。
カルチャーがなんかどれぐらいハワイに浸透してるのかっていうのをちょっと説明してもらっても大丈夫ですか？例えば僕は日本の看板が多いなと思ったりとかいろいろあるんですけど、なんかそういうこれに関してちょっとあります？
例えば日本語が通じるレストランがあったりとか、差別も少ないですし。
確かに。
はい。
I believe like in the 80s, 90s, when the Japanese tourists came here, they were really willing to spend more. They wanted to,
Yen is
and the
strong.
yen is strong. So, you know, going Ala Moana shopping center, just spending in Hawaii was, I mean, like they didn't have much of a problem. Now, Japanese that come to Hawaii, because it's so expensive as is already, they're a lot more frugal. Going out and to eat all the time is not something that you need to do. They go ABC store and then take food back to the hotel room because it's cheaper. You know, it's all those small little things that is different. The dynamic is like for us in the 80s and 90s, Japanese were willing to spend.
Right.
But now it's like when they finally get here, they're like, okay, we spent so much to get here. Now we gotta save.
みんなカップラーメンとか持ってきて
Cup ramen.
Yeah, you can't spend like $50 every single meat. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
too much. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a big thing.
When you came here 8 years ago, did you think like you're gonna live here like for a long time, or like what was your plan at first?
I didn't plan much back then. I went to college here. When I was in college, I wasn't sure if I'm gonna stay here, but then after graduated, I still don't know.
You still don't know.
I still don't know, but
What about your current plan? Do you want to live here for longer, or?
I think I'm gonna stay here as much as I like the weather, I like the people, and most of all, it's hula. Hula keeps me there.
I see.
Yeah.
I see.
I think I go back to Japan because there's no visa that I can get.
So if you could get visa, you wanna stay?
I'd love to stay here.
I see.
Yeah.
One day I want to move to mainland or like LA or like Boston. One day I want to open restaurant in mainland.
So you just started in Hawaii.
Yeah.
What do you love about Hawaii? If you could describe one thing.
The people. There's something so special about the culture, our Hawaii culture here. It's such a melting pot, and there is aloha. It's not the trees and the ocean and the sun. It's the locals that make Hawaii what it is. That's why Hawaii is so special.
At the same time, I feel like because of the tree and the ocean, because of the sunlight and everything, that's what makes people warm and everything at the same time.
True,
Yeah.
too. That's very true.
You can be chill a bit more.
I think so. I think, yeah. I mean, our surroundings basically cultivate our culture too. Yeah.
You can complain, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, how can you be angry with this? Yeah.
So many mixed cultures, so many Chinese, Filipino. I was but Japanese, I cannot speak English when I come in here. すごい second year is I was so nervous. But it's other Filipino, other Chinese, they speak broken English, but they live so strong.
Do you think you got stronger here?
すごいストロングになった。いや、ハワイに10年住んで、日本をもっと知りたいと思いました。なんか日本がすごいから、
確かに。
なんか改めてなんか日本の神様とか日本のご飯とか全部もっと深く学びたいなっていうのが。
ハワイにいると結構やっぱりすることもあんまりないので自然と触れ合うことが多くなる。サーフィンしたりだとかハイキング行ったりとか、それで体もこう汗も流して、そして心もリフレッシュされるっていうので対して優しい、ハッピー、心に余裕があるのかなと思います。
people are loving. I'm in love with the culture. That's why hula, history, and everything. So I would say culture.
Okay, what's a misconception or people don't really know about Hawaii except Waikiki Beach or tourist anything? Like, what do people need to know about Hawaii?
Waikiki is great, Ala Moana, but there's so much more to Hawaii than that. This is just the front cover. Her age, when I was in elementary school, we were taught Polynesian culture, Hawaiian culture. So it's embedded in the island, and just there's a whole nother world. There's a reason. When you understand that, it makes sense why the people are the way they are in this island. Go to the countryside, go meet the real locals, and then you really understand what Hawaii is.
でもパッと見すごい怖いけど中がすごい優しい。
Hawaii is very amazing place, but people think Hawaii is a like paradise or like people come here as a tourist. But I feel like there's so many deep history in Hawaii, so I think it's important to like preserve nature or think about nature here or people.
オアフ島でもいろんな場所があって観光だとワイキキだったりとかアラモアナとかがメインかもしれないけどそれぞれにいいところがあって土地自然がいろんなところにあってあとはその場所にまつわる曲とかもたくさんあるからそういうのを聞いて楽しい。
I'm so fortunate, and every day I'm very grateful that I was born and raised here. And I mean, the world is a beautiful place, but I've seen a lot of beautiful places in Japan, Alaska. But there's moments in my life where I don't think anything compares to Hawaii, my home, and I'm so proud to be from here.
Okay, thank you for watching so far. How was it? That was interesting. I like to make more videos in the United States about Japan or Japanese culture or interview Japanese people. So if you have any video idea that I can do in America, please let me know in the comments. Okay, anyway, thank you for watching. If you like this video, click like button. Please subscribe to my channel. If you have any question you want me to ask people in Japan, please leave the comment too. See you next time.